merengue, mambo. Toda esta música es cubana, venezolana, española, ecuatoriana, puertorriqueña y dominicana. De eso voy a hablarles en la próxima sección. Gracias. Hola, soy el profesor Wuiston Medina. Bienvenidos a la clase de español y hoy voy a hablarles de un tema muy importante que tiene que ver con las nacionalidades. I'm Mr. Medina and welcome to our Spanish classes, and today we will learn about nationalities. Nationalities in Spanish are called gentilicios or nacionalidades, gentilicio or nacionalidades. And of course, the strategy we are going to learn today is that you can learn the nationalities by grouping them by ending categories. Agrupando por categorías los países podemos aprender mucho más fácil las nacionalidades o los gentilicios. So let's see. So the first group we have here is the country rooted plus NO group. It means that we have a country here, the nationalities, and what countries are they? Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, and Cuba. So what does it mean? Well, Bolivia becomes Boliviano. Boliviano. So the nationality for Bolivia is Boliviano. So you can see here, Bolivia is the same root. Like here, Bolivia, Bolivia. And you add the N-O. Chile, Chile, N-O. Chileno. Colombia, Colombia. The same. Same country here. Country rooted. Colombia, N-O. Colombiano. We have here Cuba. Cuba, N-O. Cubano. Cubano. Okay, and we have a rule here, very important. Okay, in plural, just add an S. Example, Bolivianos. Bolivianos. For feminine, you just change O to an A. Example, Boliviana. Chilena, Colombiana, Cubana. For plural feminine, just add an S. Bolivianas, Chilenas, Colombianas, Cubanas. That's easy. Okay, so this group keep the same name of the country and you just add the suffix NO. Bolivia, Bolivia, no. Boliviano, Chile, Chile, no. Chileno, Colombia, Colombiano. Colombia, no. Cuba, Cubano. So that's easy. The same happens with the second group, that is country rooted plus O. We have just two countries here that are Uruguay, Paraguay. Uruguay, you just add the O. The same country, you see, Uruguay, the same thing, but you add the O and you pronounce the Y like J. Uruguayo, Uruguayo. Paraguay, Paraguayo. You see the same. You see here, Paraguay, Uruguay. Paraguay, Uruguay. Paraguayo, Uruguayo. Uruguayo, Paraguayo. That's good. So let's see here what we have here. In plural, just add an S. Example, Uruguayos, Paraguayos. You just put an S and that's it. For feminine, you just change O to an A. Example, Uruguaya, Paraguaya. And for plural, feminine, just add an S. Uruguayas, Paraguayas. Okay, that's easy. So we have the third group here, that is, I call it deletion plus suffix año group. So they are El Salvador, Panama, Puerto Rico, Honduras. Okay, so what is the deletion we do? This one. So Salvadoreño. So we delete the EL. El Salvadoreño. You don't say El Salvadoreño, you say Salvadoreño. Salvadoreño. So you delete the EL. Salvadoreño. Panama, you delete the A. Panama, delete the A and you just put the suffix Panameño. So we have here Puerto Rico, you delete the space here and you change the space by another R. Okay, or you delete the space and add an R. So Puerto Riqueño, you change CO by QU. Puerto Riqueño. So we have a little change here. Puerto Riqueño. Honduras, we delete AS and we pronounce hondureño. So we have salvadoreño, panameño, puertorriqueño, hondureño. I will pronounce those words again because they are hard. Salvadoreño, panameño, puertorriqueño, hondureño. Easy, okay? So, the rules, listen to these rules. In plural, just add an S. Example, salvadoreños, panameños, puertorriqueños, hondureños. We have for feminine, you just change O to A. Example, salvadoreña, salvadoreña. Okay, we can say salvadoreña, panameña, puertorriqueña, hondureña. O is changed to A. For plural, just add an S. Okay, so salvadoreñas, panameñas, puertorriqueñas, hondureñas. We have another group here that has a little change. This group has a little change plus the suffix N, A, and O, or ano. So we have here the countries that are Venezuela, Mexico, Ecuador, República Dominicana. I forgot the accent here. República Dominicana. And we have here Venezuela. We have a little change there because we don't say venezolano, we say venezolano. Two observations here. We don't say venezolano as you pronounce in English, okay? You don't say v. That sound does not exist in Spanish. You don't say venezolano. We don't have the v, we don't have the z. So we have the z, but we have the z, but we don't pronounce z. We say like an s. Say venezolano, as if that v were a b. So venezolano, venezolano. Okay, Mexico, mexicano, Mexico, mexicano. In Spanish we have an X here, but that's a story. To the history, so according to the history, Mexico were written Mexico with a J, Mexico, and that's the reason we say Mexico, mexicano. Okay, and we have here Ecuador, so we have a little change here. The D changes to a T, Ecuador, and we have an addition here, so you have to learn these changes. T-O-R-I, ecuatoriano. Okay, and we have República Dominicana. We delete República for Dominicano. Okay, and we have here, let's see, in plural, just add an S. Example, venezolanos, mexicanos, ecuatorianos, dominicanos. Repito, venezolanos, mexicanos, ecuatorianos, dominicanos. And for feminine, you just change O to an A. Mexicana, venezolana, ecuatoriana, dominicana. O en el orden, venezolana, mexicana, ecuatoriana, dominicana. And for plural feminine, you just add an S. Venezolanas, mexicanas, ecuatorianas, dominicanas. This is another group that is called deletion plus suffix ense. We have here Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Estados Unidos. We have here that nationalities of those countries are Nicaragua becomes Nicaragüense, Costa Rica, Costarricense, Estados Unidos, Estadounidense. So we have here deletion. Nicaragua we are deleting the A and put ense. And of course we have to put two periods here, okay? Up. And then we have Costa Rica, we delete the space here or change the space by an R, and we delete the A, like in Puerto Rico, the A, but we say Costarricense, we add the ense then. And we have Estados Unidos, we delete the S. Estado, the S and the space. Unid and the OS is replaced by ense. Estadounidense. And of course, we cannot forget the suffix ense stays the same for masculine and feminine gender. So this is a new rule here. So far, we changed everything O to A. We changed the gender by changing the O to A. O, A. But now, here, we just the suffix ense stays the same for masculine and feminine. So we can say, yo soy nicaragüense, ella o María es nicaragüense. Yo soy estadounidense, Josefa, que es una chica, Josefa es estadounidense. José es costarricense, María es costarricense. In the plural, you just add the s for masculine or plural, or masculine or feminine, sorry. So we can say, ellos son costarricenses, o ellas son costarricenses, estadounidenses, nicaragüenses. That's it, I think. We have the special cases. We cannot forget this. No podemos olvidarnos de los casos especiales. Countries, España, Guatemala y Argentina. Why they are special cases? Because España becomes español, Guatemala, guatemalteco, Argentina, argentino. And the rules here, you have to pay attention because that's the reason I grouped this with this category, because we have here a new rule. In plural, just add s for guatemalteco and argentino. So in plural, it should be guatemaltecos, argentinos. For español, nationality español, you add an s, españoles for masculine. But for feminine, you just change O to A and add the s. So guatemalteca, guatemaltecas, españolas, argentina, argentinas. So that's it, guys. And let me teach you something else. Before I leave this class, I'm talking about the general rule that we have learned so far here. That it means that countries are capitalized, but nationalities are not. Countries are capitalized. So far as a conclusion, as you could see here, let me go back for a minute. So you can see España, and you see that the nationality here are not capitalized, guatemalteco, argentino. Even those countries that are country rooted. For example, Uruguay. So you see the change here. Uruguayo, Paraguay, paraguayo. So you change the capital. Countries are capitalized, but not the nationalities. In few words, we never capitalize the nationalities in Spanish. We never and ever capitalize the nationalities in Spanish. Thank you so much. Let me end with música venezolana. Gracias por prestar atención a mi clase. Thank you for paying attention to my classes.